we started the week by heading to Cardiff. We are filming some training videos. Later in the week we decided we'd take Stacey on a little road trip to show her Carnarvon. They've put the partition wall in and everything, so it's going to look really different in there. It feels a lot bigger than I was expecting it to. So while we were in Cardiff I had a phone call kind of saying that we might have another place. That means we might be able to open by summer. That's awesome. Which we're really excited about, which is Aberystwyth. So it's the beginning of the week, and as you know, we've got Carnarvon, and then Aberystwyth is a potential one that we're looking at, and we kind of were like, right, let's focus on those and get those open by summer and don't get distracted by anything else. And then in comes an email from Ceredigion Council saying that there is a tender available. I'm just sat here on my laptop. Wow, that is so grubby. And I've had an email through, and it's kind of exciting, but it's also like, for a place in Aberystwyth, right on the harbour. It ticks every box. I think we're going to have to go and have a look at it because it's right on the harbour and it looks perfect. So, yeah, we might have to go and check it out. I'm about to lose my mind. 'Cause when I see you, I think I need you every single summertime. Oh, no. I saw her under moonlight. Slight snag, you've got to get it in within 2 days and be open by summer. Okay, right, let's have a look back and try and work this out, shall we? What are you thinking, Bart? You'd have back here as the kitchen? You could, this is about the same size as Aberystwyth. We could have this as a kitchen. Are they wanting people to be open by summer? Is that the hope? Yeah. So basically a tender is where you say what you're willing to pay for it, and it's closed bids, and the person with the strongest bid, both in terms of what they're bringing and the amount that they're willing to pay, wins the place. I mean, I personally think in our proposal we say that we want to put glass there to there, keep that bit open.
What do you mean by glass? Like a glass bar, and then just have it like up to waist height, just like a barrier?
Yeah.
And then have it stickered?
Yeah, that sort of thing. For us, obviously, I just don't want to put anything in the proposal that's going to hamper us. So when we saw that it had come up for tender, we were really, really, really excited. However, we had 4 days to get the whole thing done and dusted. So if we put in our application then, I mean, we definitely want it. There's no kind of qualms about that. We just have to work out how we did it. So we went down there at the beginning this week and had to make a very quick decision on whether we wanted to take on the lease. I would say it was a pretty quick decision anyway. We instantly loved the location. And I think there is a lot of potential for the building itself. A couple of things. Is this allowed to go?
That's a really good question.
And is that allowed to go? Because that would be an amazing place to put the sign. However, it does come with a little bit of a snag, and that is that the lease itself is only for 3 years. So if we're successful, we're going to have to weigh up how much we want to invest in the property versus how much we think we can make in only 3 years. Would there be an option to put a clause in that is basically a right to renew unless the development has started?
We're excluding it from the 54 Act, so that means there is no legal right to renew.
Worst case scenario, 3 years, we're done. That's it. So it's actually owned by the council. Our place in Aberystwyth is also owned by the council, so we're kind of used to this, the way they sort of operate. And the 3-year thing is basically, I think, to make sure that if they want to do anything down that part of town down the line, they are able to do this. I think that's just basically the way the council operates. Speaking of Aberystwyth, and this was a real downer, we found out that there are plans now in the pipeline to develop down Aberystwyth. You don't happen to know with the Aberystwyth site that we're in, because it was a similar situation there, they wouldn't give us a right to renew. No. Do you know if the development is going to be going ahead there?
Again, you see, we've had quite strict instructions not to do any new leases there now.
Have you?
Yeah.
On our site?
On the whole area of that harbour.
Right.
They envisage possible redevelopment of that area.
So if that hasn't started, will it just go on to like a rolling contract?
If you're excluded from 54, which I think you are,
yeah.
It could well go back up to tender.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's quite possible that is what would have to happen.
That is really upsetting.
Come to an end there.
In 4 years.
Which is pretty scary because it's our home. It was the original Alana Moore, and so the idea of even 4 years down the line, the idea of that having to change, not be there or even change is pretty scary. So I've been showing you a lot of potential new places recently. For instance, you might remember a few weeks ago we were looking at a potential new bakery.
That's definitely bigger than the bakery space, isn't it, under there?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it's just
The wind, I think.
However, we have decided, as much as it pains me because that place is amazing, perfect, huge, and everything else, that it's not quite the right time. We're just gonna stop, we're gonna wait a little bit, wait until the dust has settled with new places before we take it to the next step. So what we want to do now is just breathe, pause, and focus on what we've already got.
I think we've got enough on our plate, if I'm honest, because otherwise we're running into with getting stuff done because there aren't many of us.
So we've got the stores that are open, we've got the stores that are agreed, signed, sealed, delivered and in progress, and we've got the bakery. So with that in mind, this week we decided to take a trip to the bakery to, this is really exciting, focus on the products. So redevelop and also launch next week some more exciting flavours.
A little piece of the cake, always coming up too little too late.
Cookie dough brownie, we could turn that into a slutty brownie like the one that I made the other day. And then Maltese a tiffin, I want to do one tray of that just to make sure that it's coming out right, because I know the base is really crumbly. But I think we should have 2 new boxes instead of the cookies. Don't panic. Oreo Kinder, because that's always really popular. And then Biscoff. Is there anything else you think that could be redeveloped or looked at?
So if there's one thing I love more than being by the sea and looking at potential places, it's being in the bakery making cakes. So we had an absolute ball. Those guys in the bakery are total goons. So they were inevitably up to their goonish tricks. But it was a lot of fun. What we were there to do is redevelop a couple of the flavours. So the key one that we wanted to perfect was the cookie dough brownie. I've been wanting to get my hands on this and make it better for a long time. So this is what we did, and this is now how this cake looks.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, ow! Doesn't that look so good? We've actually got 3 of these cookie dough ones. So this one's a Biscoff one. It's got a cookie dough base, Biscoff biscuits, Biscoff sauce and brownie, and then more Biscoff crumb. And then this one's a Bueno one, so it's got a whole stick of Kinder Bueno in there. It's got a cookie dough base, Bueno sauce, brownie, and then more Bueno on top. So that's our total new slutty box. And then we definitely can't call it that, can we?
On top of that, we have decided, sad but also exciting, that we are going to let one of our selection boxes go. So we decided to say goodbye to our mixed cookie cake bar box and then say hello to our new favourites box.
And then the favourites box is this one with the, so this has got the Oreo cookie dough brownie, and then it's got a Malteser tiffin, and then our mint crunch. These are the 2 cakes that every time we bring them back, people go mad for them. So we figured, why not just make them for now a little permanent resident on the website.
The new favourites box will be launching next week, so keep an eye on our website for that. Obviously all the new cakes will also go into the stores, so you can pop down and grab them. So I hope you like them. Please do let me know if you do get your hands on some in the comments below, and feedback is also welcome. as long as it's nice. So thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, as ever, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications.